protection, to wait for his provision, so that we will be found a trusting servant, a child that says, he has not left me, he is here. So that when everybody else looking in your life says, man, like Job, God just pieced out and left you hanging. But in that moment, you stand there and say, I know it doesn't look like it, it certainly doesn't feel like it, and nobody else would put any money down that God is here, pulling me through, providing for me, protecting me, and walking with me through all of this. But when we can stand there in the faith and confidence of our relationship with Christ and say that with the utter authenticity and truth and sincerity, believing it, that is why God puts you there. So others can look at you and say, this person truly believes and is placing all this in something that they can't feel, touch, see, and it just seems like God is so far away, so that when others look at our lives, we still know he's with us, even when it doesn't feel like it. I don't pray for these situations because they're not fun, they're very hard, and take them as the greatest test and challenge of your faith. Being in what feels like the longest, darkest valley. When the psalm says, yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, because Christ walked through the valley of death, and he died. We merely experience the shadow. And it's like when you're driving your car and you go past a semi-truck next to you, and the shadow of that great foreboding semi-truck falls onto your car. Better the shadow fall on your car than the semi-truck. Better the shadow of death be cast over your life than death, what Christ walked through, so much worse than anything we could ever know or experience. That God would turn his face away, that Christ would be alone, rejected and abandoned and spit upon. You know, we start to think that our Christian lives need to increase with the greatness of God, but really, may I decrease and may Christ increase.